What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Not too exactly sure what we're gonna do, but I know we have a lot of little things to do on many cars. So figured we would start out with doing some basic maintenance and getting the ball rolling on this Cedric. Originally I picked this car up last year to do like a giveaway on it, and I wanted to fix it up and restore it. That way it was, you know, proper giveaway. It's got its fair share of issues going on, and honestly I was planning to buy a kit for it and trying to find out where I can order one for a decent price. I also want to replace the belts. I was going to do the timing belt, but I found out it was a chain, so we lucked out there. We don't need to replace the timing chain. Those usually last the life of the motor. Also have some spark plugs for it and some OEM filters. I guess Nissan uses pit work because I ordered them straight from Nissan with the OEM part number, and that's what came up. And we also left off in the last video with talking about the Integra two-door plans, my very first project car. I asked for help trying to find some shells, and you guys have blown me away with how many you were able to find. Now I have a couple shipping plugs now that I'm trying to arrange shipping for. It's a lot harder than I thought, but I'm willing to make it work. This would be a 6 Series. I cannot wait to restore this car. But without further ado, let's get this hog going. Who's pulling up? Yo!
What's up?
What up, player?
How's it going?
Oh,
what's up, man?
Ketchup man.
Ketchup man is in the flesh.
Ketchup man is in the flesh. That's right.
Ooh. Hood shocks, hell yeah. Twin cam turbo. Let's see how this belt job looks. At least I can see them. That's a plus. Might be a bottom car thing. Guess we'll jack her up and jack her off. Let's take a look under this old girl. Got a lot of plastic in the way. We're gonna have to remove that. Looks like we actually have a access hole for the oil filters. That's pretty neat. It's mounted sideways. Looks like a SR style oil pan, where it's like just the bottom piece. Interesting. We're definitely gonna need to take off this plastic. I can see the adjustment screw right here. There we go. Plastic deleted. Oh, now we can actually take a look at the front cover here. I've never had any experience with a VQ30 turbo. These things are pretty cool. I wonder how available these engines are. Does it have a built-in oil cooler? Is that what that's for? Oh yeah, it looks like this is the tightening adjustment screw for the serpentine belt, and this is the one for the AC. Perfect. There we go. That's just the AC belt. What does it do? What does it do? It's not horrible, but we're in here, so we're gonna just replace it. Next, main drive belt. Whenever I need extra leverage, I just grab a big wrench. This is a 3/4, which is like a 19. Hook it on the back of my ratchet, and just yoink her down. This is honestly pretty easy. Okay, let's take a picture of the layout, because sometimes when you take off the belt, you think, oh yeah, I'll put it back on, and you see all the pulleys, and you're like, wait, which way did this wrap around?
What are we doing?
We're taking this dang belt out now. What's this one do? It's like about due. There's no like obvious dry routing, but I can tell this belt is old. Plus it's glazed on the front. Fan belt cars, kind of annoying, because then you gotta like wrap the belt around the whole fan belt thing. Is that it? There you go. Thick boy goes on the outside, thin boy for the AC. Let's go compare our parts. I don't know why I thought wearing a white shirt today would be a good idea, but so far, I was gonna say so good, we got a little bit of evidence there, but overall pretty good. Let's compare the AC belt first. Here's the part number. Yep, that's the same. Oh, the part number matches too. Okay, that one has to go on first. Part number for the serpentine belt. Also the same. Good stuff. Easiest part of the whole job. Something about Japanese cars, like original Japanese filters, like when you get them off the boat. I don't know why, but these are always so hard to get off. Oh, I got it.
No way.
Oh my gosh. It just broke loose a little bit. Plus this hose is in the way and you can't really get a great grip on it. Oh, the JDM pains. My Skyline was the same way. It was the hardest filter I ever had to remove. Oh, it's leaking oil. Shit. All for that little guy. Looks like we got a drive joy. All right, we got the hardest part done, the oil filter. You want to try and tackle the drain bolt, Connor?
I got you.
Yeah, scoop bag. You sure you want to go right centered above it like that?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
You fine? All right.
This should be.
All right, here's the
Right
14. There you go. It's still pretty hot, so it might be pretty liquidy. Be careful. Connor, the drain fan! You okay?
Flush all that oil out.
Ooh. You guys already know I'm using the Valvoline BR1. Not sponsored, but hopefully someday it will be. Last but certainly not least, we gotta do the spark plugs. Looks like we gotta take off this engine cover, and I'm hoping nothing else. You never really know with V6 engines. Sometimes the intake manifold can block, I guess, your ability to get to all the parts. Are we going to take off the strut bar, you think?
I don't think we're gonna be able to lift up the engine cover. Shit. I didn't even think of that. Nope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, never mind. All right.
Thank you, Nissan. Oh, it looks like... Oh, we might have to take that stuff off to get to that last spark plug. Well, let's start with the hardest one first, because then everything else will be easy. Looks like this is the hardest one, this back left corner. Luckily, the intake manifold itself, which is, you know, this piece, is out of the way. All we have to move is this intake pipe. Looks like we have one coupler here that we can detach. Maybe this hose. This looks like maybe a... No, this is the idler control valve hose. This is the blow-off valve, actually. You can see it recircs back into the intake side. Alright, looks like we need... That's probably an 8mm, isn't it? Yep. You know, I've never really used power tools for stuff like this. And also, just to admit it, this is not mine, this is Tay's. And I can't lie, it is coming in pretty clutch. Usually I'm just manual mode with the ratchet. This hose is crusty. I'm gonna add that to my to order list. Yeah, there's like no flex. That's not supposed to happen. Okay. Cleared. Are these 8s? These are some tiny bolts here. Look at these. They are. Wow. Also, this is my first time doing any work under the engine hood, under the engine bay, engine hood, whatever. And it's important to know and realize how clean the intake is. That's very satisfying because sometimes, you know, with these older cars, especially on the factory turbos, sometimes they can start to go bad and leak, and you'll see oil residue on the bottom. This one looks perfectly clean, so that's a really good sign. Shout out to the fenders that have little grooves in them so you can store your hardware. Now let's pull out the coil packs. Interesting looking. With this being a 90s Nissan, another good sign is that none of these plugs are breaking. Sometimes these plastic clips will just disintegrate. Every RB20 I've worked on, these have just broken off. So shout out to the Cedric for not doing that. Okay, now let's get the spark plugs out. So for me, I don't think it's right to use an impact on spark plugs just because that's a threaded hole within the engine. I don't know, just doesn't sit right with me. I always do these by hand. Plus then you can get a feel for if they're tight, if they're stripped. This one was honestly kind of loose, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not sure which order this is. Usually it's alternating, like cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll just say left bank, cylinder 1. See the condition. Honestly, not bad. That's not bad. It's a little on the leaner side, but I can't complain. Looks like they had an NGK in there. IX, Iridium. Good stuff. There was good parts in here. Cylinder 2. About the same. And cylinder 3, our problem child. Ooh, this one looks kind of crusty. There's definitely some water in there. Over here to our workbench. Got our new parts. I wonder if these are the same part number or not. I ordered these right off the OEM catalog, so I know for sure these are the right ones. It'll be good to compare, you know? Looks like we have BKR70IX, and then it has dash 11 PS. So these are BKR 5. I'm pretty sure the 5 versus 7 is a heat range rating. I'm not too familiar with that. Also, the ending is 11P versus 11 PS. So if you have any insight on that, let me know. Would be really curious to know what that means. Looks like they're pre-gap too. So we're good to go. I went ahead and replaced the spark plugs on the easy side, and it was in fact significantly easier. Nothing was in the way. And they looked about the same. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Now, while I was over here, I also noticed the valve cover has a slight oil leak. You can see the little residue on the head right there. So I'm gonna have to order valve cover gaskets as well. Some various PCV hosing slash idler control valve hosing. And this thing should be sound under the hood. Maybe some gaskets just to have in stock, like throttle body stuff. Oh, and I also noticed this bracket. Is this like to pull the engine bracket? I don't know, it looks kind of crazy. I've never seen anything like it. It's not attached to anything either. Next thing we gotta do is just slap this engine cover back on and write down our maintenance log. Solid progress on the Cedric today. Let's get this thing started up, make sure it's not leaking oil, and then write down our maintenance log. Looks like we are at 126.17 kilometers. So all I do is write this down in my notes. In this case, I use Google Keep. I write down the date, the mileage, and what I did. Sometimes I'll use the part numbers if it's a car or something like this where the part number is not readily available and it takes some research to get to. And then I'll also write down some stuff I want to do next. So these are parts that I need to order still. I've already discovered some of the part numbers for these, but gotta do some more research and figure out where I can order them from. So yeah, pretty good progress on this thing today. Didn't come with a radio, so I gotta figure that out. The blend doors don't work, but the AC works, so you gotta like manually move where you want it to blow out. It's kind of annoying. I think next one is just vacuum it out. I've never actually cleaned this car, and it actually still has factory JDM cigarette smoke ash. So this thing is hella JDM, but let's make it USDM today and clean it up just a little bit. This thing's feeling much better. Still need to wipe down all the dust, but a good vacuum goes a long way. I also forgot to mention, in case any of you guys have a Y33 or VQ30 Turbo, this is the part number. It'll save you some time doing some research. It's not the same as any other Nissan filter from the 90s that I have, at least, so just figured I'd help you guys out. I want to try and clean up these wheels a little bit. I tried scrubbing this off, but it didn't really work the last time I tried. So I have a couple chemicals I'm going to try out and see if this works. This one's an iron remover. I guess we'll give this one a shot. Then I also have some regular degreaser that I'll try, so we'll see which one works better. This interior detail is pretty satisfying. It's always nice to get in the little nooks and crannies here, you know, like this for example. Look how crusty that is. You just put your fingernail in between, to get all the gunk out and give you a satisfying one. Oh, look at that, it's so fresh. Oh, here's a good one. Look at the grub, grossness, debris, just nastiness on this signal here. Gotta be careful though, because sometimes it'll wipe off the actual lettering. Oh, that looks way better. Can't lie, the Japanese man that owned this, or woman, was kind of nasty. Kind of gross. Got done cleaning these switches. Wow. So good. I wish I filmed it before, but I'll film a before shot of this. Look at this cup. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's clean. Feeling better in here. The cigarette tray has been fun. The ashtray. Been scrubbing this thing. The chrome came out decent. This was like all black. Okay, this is looking good. Peep this. That's much better. That was the whole canister. See if this stuff does the trick.
What do we got?
Well, this stuff wasn't working as well as I was hoping, so let's try this out. Extreme APC degreaser.
Give it a shot.
Isn't that crazy?
This is pretty cool.
Got some oil spills from who knows what.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Still not perfect, but it's getting better.
Coming off slowly.
You know, I hate to say it, but the pressure washer is actually doing more than what my hand is doing. Look, it's not even coming off there. This stuff is tough. I'm sure there's something that could be used for this that I don't know about. Someone's gonna comment, oh, just use this, and it'll wipe right off. I'll be like, damn, I just spent all that time scrubbing these wheels. Little exploration time.
Might be a little wet right there, so try to kind of jump over that, but don't roll your ankles.
This is cool. One single car. Is this always here? Really?
What just happened?
I hope the footage was
Ain't no way.
There goes the ground.
Oh yeah, it's totaled.
Oh.
Well, it looks like that could just clip back on. Alright, alright. He's beeping like something's wrong. What could possibly be wrong?
It's not like it just fell freaking 50 feet from the sky.
Oh, it's good.
It doesn't look that bad actually.
Dude,
It has new blades with it too.
totally fine.
The battery popped out a little bit. Don't turn on, don't turn on, don't turn on. Are we good? Dude, that was crazy. Did you hear the sounds it was making up there?
That was cool.
Does it clip back in?
Yeah, let's see. Wow. Alright, that's back then. These blades, like, they look chewed, but not bad. Oh wait, we lost the landing gear.
Yeah, that's the only thing you lost. Take off. We could like make a
To make our own like helicopter pad.
Exactly. Just pick it off the
Get a bunch of pieces of grass so we can cushion. No way, dude. That still works.
Okay, calibrating. Okay. Test shot. Let's see if it takes off. I'm gonna stand back. Okay, something's wrong with it.
I'm surprised it's not a million pieces after. Dude, it fell all the way. All the way up here. And it like bounced off a bunch of tree branches and then fell in the rocks.
Yeah, I never said I was a pilot. It's funny that it happened after I said, man, I wish I didn't suck at this. Or I wish I wasn't a noob.
I wish I wasn't a noob, and then boom.
Man, what a vibe it is. With the cruiser. Oh my god.
bicycle. Oh, it's a nice bicycle,
It's
yo.
in good shape. Damn. Coal cards?
Shit's gotta be stolen.
This is a cool ass spot.
That's counterweight.
Sunset's crazy.
I don't know. Does he approve this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Find out.